On everybody, welcome back to another Geeky Gecko Creations live stream. I decided to do another spontaneous one. That seems to be a pattern of mine as of lately. I'm sorry if you don't like that, because I know schedules are awesome to know when to expect them, like we used to do them every Monday night. It's just been super busy around here, and you're about to see why. We have a lot of babies hatching, a lot of eggs pulling, a lot of geckos that still need care for, as well as other species. So I'm going to be cleaning a little bit today, as well as taking some requests. Some people were asking to see some specific babies that they might, be interested in purchasing. If you are interested in purchasing a gecko, I haven't been talking much about it, but we have a lot of geckos that are going to start to be for sale here soon. So what's going on, exotics? Let me see here. Comments, logos. Playing around with this screen. Poppin', Apex, what's going on, brother? So, let me flip the video settings around here real quick. Here we go. So, this is how we've been housing our babies for now. So, there's probably, if I had to guess, somewhere between 80 to 90 babies up there right now. And some of them are obviously going to be holdbacks. Some are going to be for sale. But the thing is, with babies, you don't necessarily want to get rid of them super quick because you don't know which ones are going to be the best looking until they are usually 2 to 3 months old. Now, we have a business to support, we have expenses, and so I will be selling some babies. I might sell you a baby that I should have held back. So keep an eye out for babies that are going to be for sale. So let me get through this first cleaning real quick. Ronan, were you the one asking to see the mango babies? Those are definitely holdbacks, but I will be releasing some for the right price, especially to people who are interested. I brought some to the show here locally in Arizona, and I didn't put the cheapest price tag on them because I know how good of babies that these are going to be because I have the adults grown up from this pairing. Like I have adults that have grown up from the same lineage, and the adults are fire, like a really nice orange red if you're trying to infuse that into your projects. So let me finish with cleaning this tub real quick, and then I can show you your geckos. But who's the one that was just texting me not too long ago about actually, instead of flipping the camera each time, I might be able to do just like this. Does that work? So these are our little baby setups for now. I love these little new bowls we're using. These are actually 1.5 ounce. And you can hear the baby screaming. The significance of 1.5 ounce bowls is that it holds a lot more worms than a 0.5 ounce. So this is a 0.5 ounce. This is a 1.5 ounce. I don't necessarily, unless the babies are big, which some babies are, I like to, if the babies are small, I like to give them a 0.5 ounce dish because the worms will crawl out of the dish and I don't have to worry about the babies finding them. Some worms will stay in the dish, some worms will crawl out, the babies will find their food, they'll be happy for the first week. But this will hold 2 to 3 weeks worth of food for the babies. If I'm not able to get to them to cleaning for a week or two, they'll be perfectly fine with this amount of food. I just don't like to give this big of a bowl to like a small baby. So, yeah, change your profile pic. So who is, Ronan says, hi, it's me. Who is the one that was asking for pictures? I'm really encouraged right now because, as you guys know, the start of our season was a little slow. We had some experimentation with higher heat in this room, and that led to some infertility with some of our like highly anticipated pairings. But that's okay. That's why you want to have lots of pairings so that you can still look forward to other stuff. Once we got past that hurdle and realized the issues there, it probably was a couple of weeks or a couple of months before I realized that. Then we ran into the issue of the air holes in the lids, right? And so not the first, the first few babies of the season were fine, and then it was like babies 5 through 20 all died, like hatching out of the egg, and they died when I found them. And it was only 2 days, that many babies. But the second day I started, when all those babies died, I asked myself, what's going on here? Something is really, really off, So I started analyzing what I was doing last year versus this year, and it was the air holes was the only thing I could think of. So I spent like the next couple hours poking air holes inside of every single incubator tub that we have, which was probably dozens, if not 50 or 60 or more tubs. And since then, no babies have died, or maybe like one baby died, but it wasn't like an air issue, or I can't like deem it an air issue because sometimes babies just die. But yeah, so now that we're past that hurdle, we've been hatching babies like crazy left and right. We probably got like 80 to 90 right now. And of course, we're still growing the company. And so even though we have like 350 females, we're still looking to upgrade those females. So we might sell some of those females and keep some of the babies. But you don't want to sell the females too quick because babies, in their first year, they're going to take 6 to 8 months to grow up. They might not have the best year breeding their first year. So you do want to keep older girls around so that you can keep your production numbers up. Apex, I love you, brother. Let's just show your comment on stream. So can you keep the incubator without causing temperature fluctuations that will kill the eggs? Yeah, leopard geckos and temperature fluctuations is not that big of a deal. You don't have to worry about temperature fluctuations with leopard geckos. I almost forgot to give these little guys water. So you guys got to remind me before I put a tub away. Water, food, humidity. That's what I'm checking right now for these little babies. Oh, I think I can actually flash it real quick. Let's see. Boom. See, you could kind of see the babies before I put them away. Food. See, that's enough food to last them 2 to 3 weeks. Water. Okay, there's the other baby. Humidity. We're good to go with this one. I have this little system now where I use this thing to press them flat. So I literally drove to like 10 dollar stores today in my area to find more of these, and I only found 5 of them. So pretty crazy. Whitney is out grabbing pizza right now, so when she gets back, we'll probably eat some pizza. But for now, I can... Oh, man, I got a lot of favorite babies. If you guys follow us on Instagram, I post like a lot of babies on Instagram, and there are so many good-looking babies that I'm excited about. But one of the most recent babies that I was excited about was we started hatching Afghanika crosses. So some breeders have said that they have found difficulty breeding Afghanicus into Macularis or Turkmenicus, but we have so many pairings of Afghanicus this year. Afghanicus snow, Afghanicus turkmenicus, Afghanicus fasciolatus, Afghanicus lemon frost. I don't think we have any Afghanicus tangerines yet. We're saving that for next year. Afghanicus black knight we're shooting for. So I'm very excited about that. But like, what is this right here? This is a pure fasciolatus. It might be a snow fasciolatus, but man, look at this beautiful animal. Let's see if we can show this beautiful animal here. If you know me, I'm trying to get fasciolatus into snow really hard right now. So we're breeding a lot of fasciolatus snows because snow is a weaker bloodline in Macularis, so it needs some outcrossing. And look at this beautiful baby. So this baby is 50% fasciolatus, or it might be 75% fasciolatus, depending if it was already crossed to one of our fasciolatus snows. I'll have to look up his genetic info. But fasciolatus is already a very lavender, pinkish, very light gecko. And then when you mix Max Snow with it, it's just amazing. The DNA is stronger. I'm really excited about this project here. So fasciolatus snows are a really exciting project for us. Um, Afghanicus is a really exciting project for us. Our Black Knights, they are late year breeders, so they are just starting to breed now. We have like 25 like pure Black Knights, and like only 4 or 5 of them have started to breed already, out of those, and they just started just now, like recently. Osteoform is back in stock. So if you are looking for osteoform, it's great to know that you can find osteoform once again. We're going to do a video on this, but osteoform SA is exactly the same pretty much as regular osteoform. And regular osteoform is so much easier to get than osteoform SA. So I would suggest just buying that, still doing a 1-to-3 mix ratio of that to bionate, and you should be gravy. All right, so this baby is good. Literally, that's why I love setting up my geckos with humid hides and water bowls and food bowls, because I can literally leave that alone for 3 weeks and come back and that gecko will be fine. Now, I usually try to hit every gecko once a week or once every 2 weeks tops, so sometimes that does happen. But yeah, if you get delayed or whatever and that you're not able to do that, then that's still perfectly fine. So yeah, Apex, you will have to take some off of our hands. But it's good, even though I'm still kind of in holdback mode. I'm very much in selling mode as well because we need to support expenses around here. Um, but it's exciting to be at a point where we can finally start to sell a lot of animals, right? So here's a pretty beautiful animal. This is labeled as a bold. So without looking up its genetics too much, I bet you this is a tangerine bold raptor cross. It looks like a raptor. There we go. Little attitude raptor. Is it a raptor? Let's look at its eyes. Yes. It is a raptor, so you can see the very patternless raptor look to it. It has all red eyes, Tremper albino. It has bold emerine crossed with probably Inferno tangerine emerine. And of course, it's a raptor, so it's Tremper and Eclipse. Very neat animal as well. Growing great. So the last time I saw this guy was probably a week and a half or a week ago. And so I'm going through everyone's tubs, making sure everyone doesn't need food or what have you, whatever they might need, they get. Our geckos get what they want and they get what they need. He is bigger now. I started making these little ramps for them for when they're like smaller. He's bigger now, so he probably doesn't need it, but just in case, when they're smaller, they can't crawl up onto this thing. So I make a little paper towel ramp, and that works out good for them. He's going to get the 3-week-old food dish because he is big enough to do so. And water dish as well. That way, since we have so many babies, they are good on their own for weeks at a time if I'm not able to get to them. So food, water, humidity. All right, you guys got to remind me, food, water, humidity every time. Let's see, I know I'm probably missing stuff, so I'm sorry. Mango Baby. Savannah, is that who, were you the one that was texting me for, Pictures of mango babies. So when I make those little shorts and whatnot, I'm not exactly showing the ID on screen of that animal. I ID everything and then put them away. But I can definitely, knowing my collection, I can definitely try to find what you're looking for. So let me put this little baby away, and then I'm going to pull out a couple tubs. I don't want to use too much time, but I think I can pull out a couple of tubs where those babies would be located. They're going to be listed as, tangerines, so. All right, let me go over here. So I'm going to go over here because this is where I think they are. I can't wait until I have a bigger facility one day. That's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. I could see some of the Mandarin. I could see some of the Mandarin Inferno babies now. They're coloring up very nicely. This little one is like staring straight at us. It's pretty cool. Let's check this little one out. Usually the babies, they come up a lot, but the adults are the ones that, let's see. I can't zoom in, but you can see that little baby's checking us out right there. This little baby's checking us out right there. This one's definitely right here, checking us out hard, staring us down. All right, let me see if I can find those babies for Savannah. Um, our Mandarin, Tangerine, Inferno babies, when they grow up, they are very like orangey red. So here is basically the ways to buy animals. If you want to buy in cheaper, you can usually buy them when they're younger. But an animal is always more expensive when it's an adult because it's ready to breed. So normally these Inferno Mandarin babies, normally they would be going for $600 to $800 as adults. But if you buy in as babies, they're going to be somewhere between $300 to $400. The older they are, the higher it's going to go. So like if they're baby, it's like $300. If they're juvenile, you're probably looking more at like $400 to $450 because now it's getting closer to breeder size as well as full color potential. You can tell. So let me see if I can find the babies that you're looking for. I think the babies you're looking for are possibly. These babies, they grow so fast. They're getting so big. Let me see. Man, these babies, they pooped a ton. Holy cannoli. I'm going to have to clean these guys tomorrow. So these babies are only a couple weeks old, but they're super big already. Um, so it's going to be hard to see on camera. Plus, they're still young, and their colors really have to come in still. But this is one of the this is just one of our Mandarin Inferno baby crosses. And all of that like lavender color will either be white or green as it ages, so we will see. Both Mandarin and Inferno are known for high amounts of green, emerine. So I wouldn't be surprised if all that lavender turned bright, bright green. That would actually be what I'm expecting, especially in a albino. So this is the Tremper albino version. And then you could really see the color coming through on the non-Tremper versions. So albino versions, you usually have to look at them as adults to get an idea of how good they're going to be. But non-albino versions are going to look much more contrasted as babies. You can see some spotting coming in, which will give it kind of a clown look. There's a lot of purple banding coming in already, which I can already see is starting to turn green. So a lot of that, if not all of it's going to turn green. Some of it might stay black and give it, or some of it, might stay like kind of purplish and give it like a little bit more of a clown look. But Um, I'll have to get better photos of these guys in lighting when I take official photographs when they're for sale. But these will be the babies that are for sale. Like maybe not these ones specifically, but ones that are from this bloodline. Um, and I will be posting all the for sale pictures soon. So again, it takes a long time to take pictures, upload pictures, put them onto the website, and then promote that. It takes a long time. But I have, over the next week, I probably have like um, 40 or 50 babies that are up to size, like that size, that I'll have to sift through, pick out the ones I'm holding back, pick out the ones I'm willing to sell, maybe put some high price tags on some holdback ones, right? Ones that I would be holding back, but I'm willing to sell, just to help with expenses and stuff right now, since I can create more. Essentially, it could help me right now expense-wise to do that. So let me grab one more tub real quick. But dang, these guys pooped a ton. We're gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to clean all these little babies tomorrow. Okay, this will probably be the last one that I'll show for right now, just because I need to get back to cleaning tubs. You can hear the screaming. I think these are exactly the mango babies. Remember, I told you I'd be able to find them. So they ran out of food. Let's get them some more food real quick. Even though we're gonna clean them tomorrow, so that's perfectly fine. But since I'm here, I just want to give them some food. I love these little disposable dishes. Give them some water. So here is that jungle mango baby. You can see the wonky jungle pattern. Again, all of that white is going. This is a Tremper albino Mandarin Inferno cross baby. It's probably going to be 50% or 66% het for eclipse, and it has that jungle pattern on it. And our black geckos are doing good. They're the latest to go into breeding. Um, the black geckos, they go into breeding later in the year for some reason, and so we're just starting to breed our black geckos now. We have like 25 pure black breeders, and only 5 of them have started breeding thus far. So here's another one. All of that white, again, this is Tremper albino Mandarin Inferno cross. All of that white will turn bright green as it ages, and it's going to continue to get brighter and show more development of color as it gets older and older. So I'm really excited to see what the Tremper albino versions look like. I know the non-Tremper albino versions are very, very orangey red. So anyway, sorry, I forgot your name. Was it Alexandra or Sandra? These were the 2 in that video specifically. I could tell because this one has the uh, jungle pattern to it. So I'll probably be considering which one or both of these that I want to either be holding back or releasing for sale, and then taking pictures of them and whatnot. But if you really, really like them, then get to me first, and I can speak to you first before I even post them up for sale or anything. All right, back to these babies. So another thing that's really exciting is, the first part of our season we incubated a lot for males. But the second part of our season, we got a ton of female babies that are coming out. Now, buying females at a lower price, like in a bulk bundle, is a great idea because you could take a bunch of low to medium end females, like 10 of them, that you buy for maybe like $1,000 or whatever deal you strike with the breeder. Um, but you could buy a female bundle, grow all of those up, and just buy one super high quality male and put him to all those females, and you're going to get some really, really amazing babies. So we're going to have a lot of female babies this year and probably put together like female bundles for people. So like bold and marine female bundles. Most of our stuff is going to be bold and marine, which is yellow and green, crossed with orange and green. And so you're going to get a nice mixture of yellow, orange, purple, black spotting in there because a lot of that has bold lineage. So really looking forward to that as well. So I think you might have missed it, Apex, but I showed the fasciolatus that I showed. That was a fasciolatus snow. I'm like almost 100% sure that was a fasciolatus snow. The benefits of Patreon is that you can offer something that people aren't getting on YouTube, and then you could get paid for it. I'm not focusing on Patreon right now because Patreon takes a lot of time to put into as well, and I need to think what I want to offer people on Patreon that's going to be special and unique that they don't get on YouTube. So if you have ideas, please drop it in the comments, not the chat, but in the comments. Make a comment and be like, hey, I think your Patreon page should offer this, whether it's business advice, behind the scenes extra content video that you don't get to see on YouTube, my personal services of like giving out my phone number and me calling you for advice or counseling you or walking you through your breeding operation or whatever it might be. Discounts. Some people do discounts on Patreon. So like if you're a Patreon subscriber at like $1 or $5 a month, you could get like 10% off of your purchases when you're a Patreon subscriber. So like that kind of stuff as well. But here's another little baby. One ID, one baby. This baby's still a little small, so we're gonna keep its food just in a little small bowl, and we're gonna keep its water dish shallow since it's still a young baby. I want to spray some more water in its humid hide. I can see it's a little bit dry. And again, the thing that I love about humid hides is that you don't have to spray the babies. Oh, this is that weird baby. Guys, this is I forgot. Did I mark this one? I didn't mark it. I need to mark this to study or observe. Let me put observe. This baby came out and it was stumbling, fumbling, running around in circles. Not like Enigma. It's not Enigma syndrome, but it definitely has a neurological thing going on. And it doesn't appear that the gecko is going to die. I mean, it seems like it's going to survive, but you can see it stumbling around a little bit. It's very odd. I've actually never seen a non-Enigma leopard gecko stumble around like this. This is basically a wild type. So one of the parents, well, both of its parents were lemon frost, but one of its parents pooped on me. One of the parents was lemon frost. The other parent was a wild type like fasciolatus or turkmenicus. This one is not a lemon frost baby. Obviously, it's not lemon frost, so it didn't inherit the lemon frost gene. But there was something psychologically or neurologically that went wrong with it in development. My wife's here. I got to go open the door and wash my hand real quick. Coming! Yes, 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes. I mean, you can start without me, but okay. I promised Whitney a date night tonight. She went and got pizza, so I'm gonna finish cleaning these babies with you guys, and then I'm gonna call it a night. So I have 3 more tubs. If you want to stick around and see a few more babies and listen to me talk about random stuff, but I want to keep getting more familiar with the Melon app because I guess I can just let you guys know now. You 12 people that are here, the special guest that we are excited to try to do a live stream with this month in May is Ron Tremper himself. So if you know anything about Ron Tremper, he retired years ago, and it's very hard to get him as get him onto a video because he's retired. He kind of just sticks to the Facebook groups a little bit, but Ron Tremper, I mean, I looked up to that guy like crazy. He showed you everything behind the scenes. He showed you what was going on. He was an excellent marketer of leopard geckos, and so I'm honored to bring him on. And he told me to contact him in May, and then we would set up a time, but he's going to be our special guest. And I don't think it gets any better than Ron Tremper. I mean, we work with only Tremper Albino here for now. We may do some Bell stuff and whatnot in the future, but um, honestly, to me, Tremper albino is the most common. It's the most mixable with every other genetic. It's the most advanced as far as combinations are. And although I like Bell and I like Rainwater, I think you can't go wrong with Tremper. And Tremper is just a good staple in the hobby. And like I said again, I really love Tremper's style of keeping track of data, writing books, sharing that data, and just helping other people be successful in their operations. So nobody else knows that, by the way, just you guys for the most part. So you guys are privy to some special knowledge. I love leopard geckos, guys. They're too cool. And now that I'm fortunate enough to be hatching out tons of these guys, it just feels really good to see all these little babies and get to record them and everything. Poops are good. When you see babies pooping, that is a good sign. Here's a couple more babies that will more than likely be for sale as well. Um, this one definitely looks like a tangerine emerine cross. I don't know the parents off the top of my head. I have to look at their genetic codes, and then I could trace back the parents. But this is probably a bold emerine times some kind of tangerine. And then later this year, we're expecting some really nice females that are Magma's babies. So they're going to be Mandarin tangerines crossed with bold emerine. And I really have high hopes for that. Actually, I didn't even think about this because I was talking to you guys. I'm going to have to do this tomorrow. I'm going to have to redo this tomorrow. But I actually need to change out the substrates for some of these guys. I wasn't even thinking about that because I was talking. So that's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. It's going to be a little extra work, but that's fine. It is what it is at this point. So basically tomorrow we're just cleaning all the babies. That's that's basically what's happening tomorrow. So yeah, little babies, they're pretty cool. I was actually able at the reptile show recently. to kind of, I didn't let the kids hold the babies, but I could show the kids like how to handle the babies and stuff, you know. Because when you get a baby leopard gecko, it's not that they're difficult to handle. It's just that you have to be prepared for them like sprinting away or whatever. And so as long as like you're comfortable with like open-handed handling and kind of juggling the gecko around and not freaking out too much, then you should be perfectly fine and be able to keep control of the gecko really well. It's just sometimes it's kind of freaky when they're like running around and then you try to overcompensate and you're scared of like crushing the gecko, all that kind of jazz. So I am really excited for the pizza that Whitney got though. It's our favorite pizza place out here in Arizona. They just have really great pizza. But I love live streams. Thank you guys for being here. Again, my live streams have just been super random, but I'm hoping to get um, more on a scheduled live stream session once again. But we're kind of just getting caught up right now between breeding season, the show that just happened, all the other animals that are going into breeding, like tegus, are right in the middle of breeding right now. Ball pythons right in the middle of breeding right now. So there's a lot of stuff right in the middle of breeding. Be careful not to hit my head there. All right, and we got a couple. Actually, we have a lemon frost and a non-lemon frost sibling here. A lot of people are like, how can you breed lemon frost? That's so bad. But what they don't realize is that we actually produce fairly healthy lemon frost. So I started marking all the tubs in this room of all the adult lemon frost that are like a year and a half old or older that don't have any tumors, just so that people can see that, you know, not every lemon frost has tumors. And even the ones that do, it's not as if the tumors are that bad, you know? Um, because the project that we work with specifically is a very outcross project that produces healthy animals for the most part. So here's the lemon frost baby, and we will be releasing some of these guys as well this year in what's going to be called our lemon frost partner program, where I'll send you a spreadsheet, and every 6 months to a year you can keep me updated with the quality of that animal. But I'm fairly confident that you're going to have pretty good animals, so that's the only reason that I'm willing to do it. That little one poops, so I'm just going to wash my hand real quick. All right, we sprayed some water there. These guys are bigger, so what is it? They're gonna get the bigger bowl. That's right, you guys are correct. 3 week bowl that'll last them 3 weeks if need be, and they'll get a bigger water dish too. Even though tomorrow I'm probably gonna have to still change the paper towel. That is cool. All right, so these guys are done. My phone's going off if you hear it. Forgot to turn that off. And I do need to build a new racking system for the style tubs that you were just looking at right now, because it's not fun to always have to like open a lid and close the lid. That's a lot of waste of time. Um, so it works for now, but I do need to build a new racking system with that. So but I think that's it, guys. I don't want to leave Whitney waiting too long. What's up, John from the Philippines? So Anyway, before I get caught up in messages and questions, because you know I love to answer your guys' questions, um, thank you for staying for this short live stream Friday. So I hope most of you guys are off for the weekend and you can enjoy your weekend. Maybe I'll do a spontaneous live stream this weekend as well. Um, but plans for the week. Take pictures of babies that are for sale. Um, plans for the week for you guys. Add in a live stream if I can. Release another video if I can. I have a few other topics that I'm looking to make a video on. But if you do have video ideas as well, please comment. So don't put it in the chat, but actually drop it in the actual comments of this video. And that will kind of let me know different topics that you're interested in learning. So without further ado, I'll keep rambling on. I got some pizza to get to and probably a movie with the wife. We haven't watched a movie together in like months, it seems, just because we've both been busy. But thank you guys. I love you guys a lot. I appreciate your support. And thank you for helping us grow. And I really look forward to this company, this business, and this hobby just growing and moving in the right direction, which I think it is and will continue to do so with all of your guys' love and support. So thanks for loving Leos. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Okay? All right. Sorry, I forgot how to end this here. Oh, duh. The end stream button. Thank you guys. Love you. See ya.